Hello everybody, welcome to a new little mini series that I'm going to start doing. I'm kind of taking a page out of my brother's book, Jack, with his workout series, how he has his, he's currently on a bulk and he's documenting that series, trying to get a workout video every day in. I'm not going to go as far as to record every single workout that I have and post every day about the workout or anything like that, but I did want to take a try at the fitness content in general and just kind of see how it goes, just kind of post something different. My workout routine, I usually do like a push, pull, and like a leg day. So I'm probably, as of right now, just gonna do 3 workout videos: a push day, a pull day, and then a leg day. And just kind of go with that for now, just to kind of try something different. But without further ado, let's get into this will be the pull day. To start my workouts, I'll mix together a little bit of pre-workout. This time I use Bucked Up along with some pump stuff to help get me through the workout. On my pull days, I like to start with lat pull downs, close grip lat pull downs. I prefer this attachment versus like the straight curved bar, just because I tend to feel it more in my lats doing it this way. And so after that warm-up set, now we can get into the rest of my working sets. With pretty much all of the different exercises that I do, I try to do 3 full sets. With at least 2, my last 2 sets, I will typically try to go to failure. It does kind of depend on exactly what workout it is, but generally speaking, I try to get at least my last 2 sets to failure. And also with most exercises, failure for me, I try to get to about that 8th rep, between 8 and 10 reps, somewhere in there I want to be failing about. And then once I kind of can do that weight for that 8 to 10 reps where I'm not failing by that many reps, I'll start to move up the weight and start the cycle over again, kind of progressively overloading my weights with all my different exercises. And so this finishes my lat pull downs. Normally I have a little routine where there's a particular machine that I really like to use for rowing. However, it was being used, so I decided to do some ab crunches so I can watch the machine and wait for the guy to get off once he was done. Unfortunately, he took a really long time, never got off the machine. I guess looking back at it, I could have asked to work in with him or something like that, but I didn't. So I decided just to fill that time in with some ab crunches. But unfortunately, I never did get on that machine for this workout. After the ab crunches and realizing I was not going to be able to get on the machine, I decided to go ahead and do some cable rear delt flies. This is my favorite way of doing flies and kind of working that like upper back, like back of the shoulder area. I prefer it to do this way versus just a fly machine, just because I have never found that way very comfortable. I don't know, I never liked it very much. So sorry for the poor camera angle. This is the first time I've ever recorded a workout, but this is how I prefer to do my flies. I feel it the most in my rear delt, like that behind the shoulder area. And I will always do this for all of my back days. And so I know what I said about the whole progressive overload and failure talk with the lat pull downs, but now that I'm thinking about it, that I don't necessarily apply that thought process to these kind of rear delt flies. I find these ones very hard to overload with weight necessarily. So instead of going for like a 6 to 10 rep range, like somewhere in there, I'll put it at a manageable weight at 20 pounds in this video, and kind of just going 15 or 20 just to really exhaust the muscle, because I find it really difficult to get like proper form and a good stretch and tension on the muscle by going like too high to like a 30 or 40 pounds. Now that we're done with the flies, we're going to move on to some pullovers on the cable. I like to do at least 2 lat workouts like for my back day. And so we got the lat pull downs, and then I'll usually throw in a different back exercise in between, and then do pullovers to kind of finish off the lats. I find this workout very interesting. it took me a while to kind of get the form down and to like really start to feel it in my lats. But ever since like I started consistently doing these, I love them. The idea behind these is keeping your arms as straight as you can and keeping your chest up at the end of each rep to really feel it in your lats, or else you're essentially just using your triceps, which is not what you want to do on a back day, obviously. And then to finish up my back days, I do love to include some rows. In this case, I'm still on the cables. We're doing a close grip row here. Normally, this is what I would do on one of the pin-based machines that my gym offers. I like doing the single-armed rows. However, someone was using it before, and I believe during, like when I started to do these, someone else was also on the machine, like a different person. So we're resorting to my second favorite kind of rows on the cables, just this close grip here. With doing rows, whether it be on the cables like this or on like one of the pin-based machines or anything like that, I make an effort to keep my elbows flared out as I'm doing in the exercise here. I do this to more so hit my, like, more of my other, like, back muscles. Sorry, I don't really know what they'd necessarily be called. But if I had my elbows, like, tucked in, like, close to my side, I would just be working my lat more, which, working your lat like that it's great exercise to do. But that is not my goal with this. I'm more looking for, like, an upper back, like everything else. That's not my lat kind of exercise. And so that's why I keep my elbows flared out the best that I can during these. And so wrapping up with these, this concludes my back workout. Now I'm kind of checking out the cheeky little back bump. Okay, so now that I'm done checking myself out, we can move on to the bicep portion of the pull day. And so the first thing that I'd like to start with is some back supported curls. And so I do these back supported because I can get more tension on my biceps versus just like doing like a regular standing straight up and curl. Nothing wrong with that, but I just find it better to put more tension on my biceps with my back leaned up against this, so that I'm really putting so much focus on just the biceps, and I'm not using any other part of my body to help me curl that bar up. Now that I'm wrapped up with these, I will move on to the next bicep exercise, which is going to be single arm hammer curls with the dumbbells. Sometimes I do like to do this on the cable machine, but sometimes I go dumbbells. And so unfortunately, I got a little lazy, maybe a little unmotivated. It was like 9:30, 10 at this point of recording the workout. It was pretty late, and I wanted to get out of here. So I actually shortened the biceps. And this was my last set of the hammer curls. I didn't even do anything afterwards for biceps. So I ended up just doing the back supporter curls and the hammer curls, which is fine. That is a fine bicep workout. However, normally I do like to get a little bit more in there. Most of the time I like to finish with a reverse curl, whether that be just with like a straight bar or the cable. And that wraps up the pull day in my little workout series here. If this is something that you enjoyed or would like to see more of, or have any criticism, anything that I can work on in terms of how I put the video together, I'm all ears. But I hope everybody enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.